Hey, what's going on, friends and family? My name is Skylent. I hope you enjoy the gameplay in the background. It's a game called Witch It, and hopefully you can just rest your eyeballs on that as we talk about some gaming news. Hopefully I could do this nightly, call it Nightly Gaming News, Monday through Friday. That would be cool. If you like that, thumbs up and tell me in the comments below. Let me know, and I don't know if you got some suggestions too. So let's just dig into this, right? I think I want to start every day or every night with a daily gaming deal. You know, a game that's on sale that I suggest, or maybe a free weekend or something. And hey, we got a twofer. Rainbow Six Siege has a free weekend and it's on a massive sale. Do I suggest this game for most people? Probably not. It's take Overwatch, because it is kind of a hero shooter. It does have operators, it does have heroes, but then mix it with, well, Rainbow Six, and that's kind of what it is. So it's mostly a tactical shooter. I mean, it does have, like, you know, heroes with abilities, but not really, guys. Trust me, this isn't just a shooter that you're just gonna jump into and just, you know, pop off. I promise you, I suck at this game. I hate admitting I suck at games, but I do, especially shooters, which is my history, you know, competitive shooter background. Oh my goodness, dude, I suck at this game, and that's a good thing. This is really for, like, strategies and tactics with your teammates, you know, picking the right operators and doing the right thing at the right time, using the right gadget, and it's a blast, you know, trying to learn the game, but it's a lot slower paced. So I will say that. So if you don't know if it's for you or not, then that's what free weekends are for. And if you do at the last day and you're like, hey, this is pretty cool, I'm getting in the hang of it, boom, get that on sale. Hope you guys have fun. Also, next in the news, we have Rainbow Six Siege, Operation White Noise, new character Vigil, which, you know, trailer out there. It's pretty cool. I do want to include this in the news here because I just need you guys to know that Rainbow Six Siege is still being updated. I know there was a lot of backlash with For Honor and Rainbow Six Siege when it launched, but Rainbow Six Siege has had some of the best support post-launch that I've ever seen, especially for a game that had such backlash. Like, I never thought a game could kind of rise from the ashes like this game, and it has. So maybe there's a little bit of hope for Honor. For Honor's still getting updates and things too, but Rainbow Six Siege, consistently, new operators, new updates. They're really trying to make the game healthy, and it is. It's actually, like, super popular, and maybe as an esport, it could grow even bigger. I don't know. That's the dream, right? So just to let you guys know, is Rainbow Six Siege a good game? Yeah, I do recommend trying it at least, and it is definitely being consistently updated. So there you go. Now you know. All right, next in news. We have also some pretty good news, maybe a little bit. EA turned off microtransactions temporarily. So a lot of you guys were spamming the Discord. Oh, by the way, links in the description if you want to join our Discord and tell me about some news stories. But oh my gosh, dude, like, you guys would not let me sleep at all. I just want to go to bed. I just did my nightly gaming news, you know, at night, and then very quickly EA was like, whoa, we are going to turn off microtransactions, and then the press went wild. But of course, now that we've let that simmer a little bit, a few hours later, or maybe now a day, people are, you know, reading between the lines, and apparently some rumors are flying around. That's what I'm going to call them, okay? Some rumors, even though it's like high respected individuals, high-end developers that have worked with EA in the past. They are kind of, they're basically saying, like, listen here, guys. It's temporary. The microtransactions are temporarily off. But most likely, almost assuredly, when they come back, they will be the exact same. They might not be quite as bad, but it's essentially going to be the same thing, or they're going to spin it in a new light so that we don't realize it's just as bad. Like, really, guys, EA, throughout this whole thing, have been trying to just kind of change things here and there and just kind of like cosmetically band-aid things, but keep the game mechanically a grind and pay-to-win fest. So EA already tried to fluck us, and we need to put our feet down, okay? If you already bought the game, you're gonna have a couple months of fun, right? And EA is gonna get a bunch of sales, you know, this holiday season. But we cannot let them continue to do this. We don't want this in that game, in any of their games, in any games, period. AAA games, it does not belong there. Honestly, it doesn't belong in any game. I don't care what excuse you have. You're ignorant gamer, blah, blah, blah. I will fight you, but this sort of stuff definitely doesn't belong in a AAA $60 full package game. When you deliberately, you know, slice up the package that I just paid whole for, I don't think so. But they turned off microtransactions, probably for a little bit of goodwill. It's just pretend when it comes back. In best case scenario, it is cosmetics, but we need to hit them in the wallet. We need to let them know that they try to fluck us and they deserve to be flucked themselves. All right, so there's that. That's my thoughts and feelings. I'm done talking about EA, man. I'm done. Let's talk about something more positive, right? Zelda Game of the Year. Yo, Nintendo really hit it out of the park. I know they definitely have like 2 steps forward, 1 step back kind of a little bit when it comes to the Switch and some of its online functionality, and it's just you know, little things here, there, and it does culminate to some people who really want to critique it. But in the end, like the freaking new Mario, right? Splatoon. ARMS is also super unique and original. The Switch is a cool device. Again, none of it's perfect, but it's super good. So Zelda, does it deserve Game of the Year? Let me know. I'm just a poor boy. I can't afford it. You know, I get $2 per video on YouTube. What a tragedy. And also, that's why you're not seeing gameplay of Zelda here, because Nintendo might actually copyright my video and then I won't get the $2. So I need to eat. I need my dollar menu from McDonald's. Please and thank you. So yeah, that's why you get just to get the image. Anyways, Zelda, it probably deserves it. If it, like, for me, really, Horizon Zero Dawn was my game of the year because I actually played that. And if it's anything like to the scale, you know, the scope, the epicosity, and it has like the breadth of, you know, mechanics of Horizon Zero Dawn, and of course the polish, then it probably deserves it. But for me personally, Horizon Zero Dawn is my game of the year. What about you? Let me know, guys. All right, and with that momentum, we got a little side story here. I just kind of want to throw this out, and hopefully you guys allow me to do this, where I highlight new gaming videos, because I watch a lot of gaming YouTubers, and I just like sharing them out, even though they're bigger than me, and I'm not really getting them many views. It's just, yo, guys, I like this. Hopefully you like it too. But Zelda 2 Dungeon Design. This is part of a series called Boss Key. Anyways, this guy goes and analyzes a bunch of Zelda dungeons, and like they're the best dungeons in any game I ever played. In fact, I would love it if more MMOs or online games tried to emulate the like puzzle formula of Zelda. That would be great. But anyways, if you really respect Zelda, then you're probably gonna like this whole series, and he just did a new video on Zelda 2. So yeah, go check that out. Next up in news, we have Tamagotchis going on sale in Japan, the original Tamagotchis, and I think that's just super neat. I know it's not a story that's really relevant to most of us here, but I just think it's a fun thing, and personally, I didn't even have a Tamagotchi. I still think it's a cool, you know, thing that they're doing. They're bringing it back just for funsies. I had Digimon. I actually had multiple Digimon little pet things. Basically, it's Tamagotchi slash Pokemon. Digimon was a pretty cool thing, but anyways, Tamagotchi was a really, really popular fad. It's just basically like a little digital pet that you can have. Really simplistic. It's cute. I'm sure there's some freaking mobile apps that are exactly the same. If I'm not mistaken, I definitely have seen some very similar. They're probably tap games now. But regardless, the original Tamagotchi was almost like a fashion statement as well. You could have it like a little keychain. I know I definitely did for my Digimon. And I just really like that there is this like new sort of reverence. Well, it's more popular now to revere and have it more open. Like everyone is more expressive about their nostalgia, what they had fun with as a kid, and now that could be fashion statements, and that can come back. Like we now have arcade, like basically consoles that we can plug into our TV. We have like, you know, the NES Classic, SNES Classic coming out again. We have a lot of like retro games coming back and being remixed and remade, and of course, obviously, we have new games being made in like the light, in the image of older games. And I just think it's really good that those older medias aren't lost. Like those were art. Those were unique art. Those were special. They weren't just stepping stones. There was still something unique and awesome there to be had. And hopefully new generations can appreciate it just as much as we do now. Okay, yeah, we do get a little bit ranty here. I think that's kind of the point, though. Otherwise, you could just go on Reddit and see all this stuff. So I like to sort of show my opinion, my enthusiasm for certain things, and give you my thoughts and feelings, you know, with my gaming review background. But let's go ahead and talk about Code Vein. So this is one that I kind of want to elaborate here. We have a new trailer for Code Vein, that is. So that's the news. Hey, there's a new trailer. You can check it out. Shows a little bit of the game, but not really much, I don't think, new. Maybe if you really hard analyze it, but I don't know. It kind of just, it's like we knew that this is what the game looked like from other videos and things. Anyways, it kind of just like shows the package, so check out the trailer or you can watch it here. But basically, I just want to say that I do not think that this is going to contest with Bloodborne, even though it kind of has some vibes from that. I don't think it's going to be a Dark Souls game, like, you know, truly to the quality. I do not think that that's what this is. This is definitely more an emulation, and it has the hook of being like an anime Dark Souls. But I don't think that it's going to be like that super duper, oh my god, day one, you know, buy the, you know, the season pass, the whole thing like we did with Dark Souls 2 and Dark Souls 3 and Bloodborne. I don't think it's quite like that. This definitely feels more like an emulation, similar to maybe Lords of the Fallen or something like that, with its own unique hook, of course. And I do think that it will be better than The Surge. I think it will be better than Lords of the Fallen. And I think that this is probably the first game that's going to come out that's actually trying to properly utilize the Dark Souls formula in 3D and actually maybe try to, you know, play at the same level playing field. But I don't think it's going to really do that. That's just my guesstimation, though. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. But all right, friends and family, we are already on our last story. Let me know if these are a little bit too long, a little bit too short. You want me to talk a little bit more about certain stories? Blah, blah, blah. Anyways, we have a new trailer for Titanfall Online. This is the free-to-play Titanfall that is going to be hitting the East pretty soon here. I think pretty soon, and maybe never in the West. But anyways, something to talk about, and I do want to talk about this. I do want to elaborate just a little bit. Hopefully you enjoy that flavor. So I did play Titanfall 1, and looking at the gameplay, this looks like they just took Titanfall 1 and copied and pasted it, and it looks like they're going to be adding in a lot of cosmetics. And potentially I think they're probably going to be tweaking the cash up so that it's basically pay to win. It's basically going to be Star Wars Battlefront 2. They're basically going to be trying to like drain the wallets of the people that play this game. Now, it kind of sucks if that is the case because Titanfall 1 wasn't a bad game. It was really cool. I thought it was really neat. And just the fact that if Titanfall 1 was just free to play, it would be probably one of the most popular, one of the most engrossing free to play experiences ever. I think I can liken it to Blacklight Retribution, except better. Probably Blacklight Retribution 2. That probably is how it would play. However, also I have some concerns. I don't know if you see the footage here, if you can kind of make that out. I know I have a smaller window, but watch the trailer yourself and you'll see that there's a lot of lag, like very clear, very blatant, like stuttering or staggering, like people are kind of blinking across the screen. Trust me, I played Titanfall 1 and it didn't look like that. So I don't know what's going on here, but all of a sudden Titanfall, this free-to-play version, looks like a really cheap knockoff of a game that's already kind of old. So I don't know what's going on with it. This is kind of a more negative story. I'm sorry to leave you off like that. Kind of cucked you there, but I did want to talk about it. It's something that I wanted to mention. Like, hey, free-to-play Titanfall, except it's probably going to be garbage. Sad, but I like to be cynical. I like to be cynical, especially for games that there's probably a reason why it will never come to the West or take a long time. You know what I'm saying, guys? Anyways, much love, guys. That's all I got to say for today. Hopefully I got everything. I'm probably gonna miss some stuff, you know, late breaking news or whatever, but hey, nightly gaming news. This is as late as I can get it, and I hope you had fun with it. Yeah, regardless, guys, I hope you had fun with the footage in the background. If you do decide to play the game, links in the description, as well as that free weekend, Rainbow Six Siege, right? Anyways, let me know your thoughts and feelings on all these stories and how I represented it, and so we can make a better, you know, show every single night, hopefully. And if you guys got any drama, leave it in the Discord. Let me know. All right, guys, that's it. No, seriously, it's it. Outro, done. We're out. See you guys later. Again, keep the hype alive. I'll see you again next time.